Hi everyone. Today I'm going to be talking about the relationship between generalization and discrimination in learning and behavior. At first, those two words sound like they have nothing to do with each other. One sounds like it's about making things broader, and the other sounds like it's about tearing things apart. But in psychology and learning, they actually go hand in hand, kind of like two sides of the same coin. So, with generalization is when something we learn in one situation carries over to similar situations. For example, imagine a kid who's bitten by a big dog. The next time that kid sees any dog, even a small friendly one, they might feel scared. That's generalization. The fear response that started with one specific dog now spreads to other dogs that look or act kind of the same. It's basically our brain saying, this looks familiar. Last time something like this happened, it didn't go well, so I better stay cautious. In a way, generalization helps us survive because it saves us from having to relearn the same lessons over and over. Now, let's talk about discrimination. And no, not the unfair treatment kind. In psychology, discrimination means learning to tell the difference between things that are actually different. So going back to our example, maybe over time the same kid realizes that not all dogs are dangerous. They start to notice that their neighbor's calm golden retriever is friendly, while the growling stray dog from before was the real threat. That's discrimination. The kid learns to respond differently depending on the situation. Scared when there's real danger, relaxed when it's safe. So while generalization makes our response broader, discrimination helps narrow them down again so we react in more accurate ways. The cool part is that these two processes happen together all the time. When we first learn something new, we usually start with generalization. We apply what we learned to a wide range of things. Then, as we get more experience, we use discrimination to fine-tune that learning and figure out what's actually the same and what's different. Here's another example. Think about learning to drive. At first, you learn that the red light means stop, the green light means go, and the yellow light means slow down. But when you drive in different cities, you notice that not every intersection works exactly the same. Some traffic lights are placed differently or have extra arrows. In the beginning, you might get confused or treat all lights the same. That's generalization. But with time, you learn to spot the small differences, like when the green arrow lets you turn left even though the main light is red. That's discrimination kicking in. Teachers and parents use these ideas all the time too. When a teacher praises a student for raising their hand before speaking, other students might start doing the same. That is generalization. But if one student learns that raising their hand only works in class and not at home when talking to their parents, that's discrimination. So to sum it up, generalization helps us to apply what we learned to new but similar situations, while discrimination helps us notice when things are different and adjust our responses. They balance each other out. One broadens learning and the other sharpens it.